I just want to briefly talk about a couple of things. The main differences between a capitalist and a socialist society. The Lord's been getting me to think about that recently. And basically, I'd just like to talk about responsibility. In a organised capitalist society which has got a social order, okay, what you're going to have is people knowing their responsibilities, knowing their religious duties or whatever that may be, okay, and basically you don't get passing responsibility as much, okay. I mean, you could get it in a capitalist society, passing responsibility, but normally people know their roles, people know their jobs, okay, and they can congregate together, whatever religion that they have, and then they can basically provide for their social and family needs and so on, their spiritual needs, okay. But in a socialist society, what you have is the centralised government, okay, centralised planning, okay, and what you just normally have then is the socialist government always breaking these groups up. So whenever people congregate, you know, they want to live their lives the way they want to, that's freedom. But in a socialist society, they'll be all about breaking these groups up. They'll be all about setting one another against each other. This is the divide and conquer thing. Okay, I mean, you can do that in a capitalist society as well. But the point is that people will still stick to their roles within that society, and it'll be harder to do. But in a centralised government, where they're actually bringing out basically a centralised economy, right? So it's easier for the government to control people in that way. So so people tend to basically pass responsibility when they see things going wrong, when they see certain people suffering. They're never the ones to blame, okay? And it was just like that with Nazi Germany. You know, all looking at each other, how could that possibly happen to the Jewish people? How could they be so, without compassion, just herded into trains and then put in gas chambers? I mean, but it's all because of a centralised government. Okay, so just a passing thought, and things seem to be more and more centralised. You know, people seem to be more and more looking to the government to look after their needs. And as Jonathan Clegg made a recent video, a very good one, telling you about the social order and mind manipulation and so on. Be watching videos about, as I said, the frequencies as well, that have been using mind control for a long time, for a long number of years now. So it just shows you this, the technology they must have today must be quite frightening in a way if people really knew what type of things that they had. The only thing we have as human beings to stop being controlled by socialist governments is the Holy Spirit, and this is why they're always trying to do experiments. They're always trying to find ways to manipulate people's minds, you know, and stuff like that. They can't just let people develop and live their lives freely. No, they want to basically stop all that good stuff, and they want to basically they'll call it sustained growth and all that stuff. They'll call it all these good names, but their intention is very wicked, and what actually they bring about is the opposite of what they say. That again is what Hitler did. I mean, he started off quite well, you know, and then gradually he just did the most wicked things, because obviously it was in the plan from the beginning to do these things. But that's what I would suggest to you. It's like Hitler. I don't believe Hitler was kind of making things up as he went along, and he was just a sort of very clever guy, a talented speaker or whatever. They were actually following a program that was actually from his superiors, from those that were giving him money before, and that's why I like watching the videos about the Swiss banks. You know, that as Hitler was in Switzerland before he came to power. There is some good evidence that he was financed from there, and he was born in Austria, remember. where we've had this whatever it is that won the Eurovision Song Contest. She or it was from Austria, you know, and they're just trying to further their what would you say, sodomite agenda in Europe. That's what they're doing. Okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening, guys, and just show you quickly the painting that I've been doing. Don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, just in the middle of that just now. So thanks for watching.